Well, Ruth was smart because he's just like, I didn't inject you or her with the ephemeral. So if you...
An act of trust.
If you or her are in any danger, I assure you, you'll be able to defend yourself.
Yes.
And
foreshadowing.
That's good because in the very next scene, Keller... first off, he starts the conversation by going, "You're very attractive." Like, okay, well, I don't like where this is starting at all.
And then fucking backhands her.
Yeah, like straight up jazz. Reaches back, a little
5
baby
across
powder, and bang, right across the face. Fucking grabs her. Is gonna.
I don't know what the hell
I don't know what his plans were.
I don't want any part of it.
And then, of course, she scans out.
Yep.
Gets him off a little bit. And then she runs out. Vale's obviously out of the room with Ruth by now.
Yeah.
And is Ruth having a conversation with Vale?
No, he's having a conversation. I think he is. I think he's trying
because he's talking and he's rubbing his head and he's
doing it in his head. I think he's trying to push, like he's trying to put that thought into Vale's head, not like, Inception style or anything like that, but knowing that Vale is going to be hearing everything he's saying, he's thinking it to him.
Yeah. But he's obviously he speaks it as well, just for the audience's sake. Because he's basically giving him the rest of the plan to do.
Yeah, because he basically said, "Fuck you, I'm going after her."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, no, the computer's important." He's like, "No, she is. I'm going." So he's trying to say it so they can hear it, so he knows what to do.
No, you got to get into the system. And then fucking Keller shoots Ruth. Yeah. Boom, super dead. Because I guess he catches on that,
he was the one who did the stuff. Yeah.
You're talking to him right now, so bang. So Vale and Kim escape by making the security guards see their mothers. Like, they're like, freeze! And then they cut to, like, I was a bad boy, mommy. Like, whoa.
And then you cut to, literally, you see, like, the head, like, her head is the guy's mother, and he's freaking out. I'm like, again, leave the power ambiguous. Now you can do this. Sure. Why the hell not?
Yeah, their powers are explained throughout the film, and it's one of those. I think it's because it's stagnant in its information release.
Yeah,
of they can do this, and
they can do this, and they can do this,
and they can do this. Like throughout the film, it's not like they don't do one big exposition jump at the beginning of the film where they spend 5 minutes going, the powers of a scanner are, and then
as follows, and then
reads
off a list.
We just slowly, and then we find out that the more powerful ones can do infinitely more.
Yeah.
So Vale scans into the computer.
Yeah. So
this is where we get real Matrix.
Yeah. So this is where they run out and they're just like, because they mentioned he's like, a computer has a central nervous system, so do humans. You could tap into that, and I immediately call bullshit.
So we get him scanning in through a
but he
phone.
Does. Yeah.
Keller catches on to what he's doing, so he tells the head nerd, basically. That's what he is.
That's what they are.
He is
they literally make them out to be just that. So
he is the head nerd.
Yeah.
To like, if you kill the system, it'll kill him. But if we killed the system, then we're done
killing
here.
everything. It's over. And he's like, I don't care. You have to do it. So
or I'll kill you.
Well, first he says, I have to have written permission from whom the fuck ever. And he's
he brandishes a weapon.
Yeah, and he's like, here's my written permission in the 80s bad guy way of just holding a gun to him. He's like, okay, we're doing this.
And it's like, and you do it. And I do it. Okay, here we go. Killing the system.
He even has to be like, okay, the next part's done over there. You have to let me move.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go. All right. And I love the way they foreshadow this like fucking crazy. So he's doing it, and it happens, and then he's like, okay, here it comes, and the guy backs up. He goes, it's a computer. It's just going to shut down.
Yeah, it's no problem.
It's not going to blow up. And he's like, just in case.
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then nothing happens.
Sure enough.
But Vale's just like, he starts to like...
He's freaking out. And then outside, sparks are hitting on a telephone pole, because reasons. And then that spooks the fucking gas station attendant, who drops down the handle down. And
but the gas is
still going, which I'm like, I don't think that's how they work, but okay. And then it basically lights the thing on fire. The fucking gas station blows up. That's fucking strange.
And when the gas station blows up, the room blows up. When he goes, see nothing, bang! He goes flying. The nerd next to him goes flying. Keller goes flying, and the head nerd flies.
Yeah.
And they're all dead.
Yep. Good riddance.
So fucking Vale killed a bunch of people across town with his mind through a phone.
Those nerds
and then the
didn't deserve
phone
it.
leaked some sort of liquid.
It was the death of the phone. It was the phone blood.
Like, that's the thing. It wasn't like...
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
thought the phone was melting, but no.
No,
it's liquid was coming out of the phone.
It's phone blood.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And
Hashtag
then,
phone blood.
And then the phone bled.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sure.
So they kind of just kick rocks after
They're
that.
like, well, fuck that. I guess we're done here.
And they go visit a doctor.
Because, makes sense.
And we find out that this doctor is still giving pregnant women ephemeral, even though it's been like 30 years.
And it's been banned long ago.
And Kim is concerned because she was scanned.
Yeah. She gets scanned by a fetus.
By a baby who isn't born yet.
Yep.
And she tells Vale, like, yeah, I was scanned by a baby. Still in the womb.
Yeah.
And then they put two and two together, like, oh,
shit.
Ephemeral creates scanners.
Yeah.
And then they get hit with darts and are both taken out by Revok.
That's what you do.
And then we get the final of Revok and Vale. And then this is, I guess, where Revok drops the rest of the information onto Vale.
Where he's basically like, this is how scanners happened. The drug that was used for pregnant women, all the blah, blah, blah. And then, by the way, you're my kid brother.
Yeah. And Paul Ruth is our dad.
Yeah. Just in case you didn't know. He's like,
and
what are you talking about?
that's why we're the oldest, and that's why we're the strongest. Because our mother was given ephemeral first because he invented ephemeral.
Makes sense. And then he's just like, and look, like, we could take over the world. We don't need these assholes. Like, it's you and me against the fucking world, brother. Come on, let's do this. And he basically is just like, fuck you. And,
number one, I have to process all of this.
Yeah.
Because you just told, and then we cut back to that initial conversation that Paul Ruth has with Vale, where he's like, "You're garbage. You're human garbage."
Yeah, it's like, wow.
It's like,
thanks, Dad.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. I think it's basically because I'm like, look at you, because he's disappointed. Like, look what you became. You became disheveled and homeless and.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they thought him out for this purpose, so clearly he didn't have a chance to be a person.
Yeah, and Revok's like, this whole time, I didn't want to kill you.
Yeah.
I wanted to kill everyone around you.
Yeah, because,
to get you to me.
Makes sense
and
to
I'm
me.
like, well, maybe you should have told that to the people who were in the van next to the school bus, who were shooting at the school bus that your brother was in.
Yeah,
hey, kill everyone else except for him. Yeah, but if you killed the driver, the car can crash and he can die.
Shut up.
Just saying. See, the whole Benjamin Pierce thing, obviously, they never once shot at Vale. They never even tried to go into find him. They just shot Benjamin Pierce because they wanted him out of the way.
Shooting the van really could have killed him. So that was kind of stupid.
So, maybe that wasn't a good plan?
We need new henchmen.
Yeah. And what about I guess the guy that he gets the information from was just going to shoot Kim.
Yeah, probably.
And then I guess bring Vale to Revok.
Yeah. Be like, hey, man, do it.
Till they scanned him. And then they have the final duel.
Yep.
Scanner versus Scanner.
It is the saddest looking duel.
And it's literally
because it's just them staring at each other, twitching their heads.
It's Vale in a chair, kind of just doing one of these head bobble things, moving his arms a bit. And it's just Michael Ironside kind of arms down, clenching his fists, just doing a head bobble thing.
Yeah, and they're just staring at each other. The cool part about it, though, is that their bodies are falling the fuck apart.
Yeah, the body horror of it is
cool.
The main part of the scene where Vale's veins are being lifted from his body. His face is being basically ripped off.
At one point in time, he starts pulling his own face off, which just looks fucking cool.
And Revok's getting a big nasty scar cut right across his face. But clearly Revok's winning because he's the more powerful, because he's been doing this for years. And Vale, up until, I don't know, the passage of time here, a week?
Yeah, hasn't really been doing shit.
Doesn't exactly know the extent of his powers.
Yeah.
And we get Kim coming in.
Yeah, she wakes up
alive.
And she's just like, oh, okay, we're doing this. And then goes in.
And at the end of the battle, we see Vale on fire, and then we see Vale's body just completely done, charred to a crisp. But she hears his voice.
Yeah.
Still.
Kim, we did it.
We cut to the corner.
We won.
Yeah, we cut to the corner, and it's Michael Ironside, but it's Vale's voice and Vale's eyes.
Yes.
And it's assumed that Vale...
He jumped
out of his body.
His body went into Revok.
And overtook Revok's body.
Yeah.
kicking Revok out of his body to God knows where.
I'm guessing into Vale's body and burnt up.
I guess they switch bodies.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the end of the movie.
Yeah. Weird and ambiguous.
Which is most of his
Welcome
movies.
to David Cronenberg.
I mean,
yeah.
Most of his movies, and unless they're based on the book by someone else, the ones that are created by him are usually more left to the imagination of the viewer.
Yeah.
So this movie's great.
Yes.
It's the acting's not great.
No. Not even a little. Well, Michael Ironside.
But yes. The atmosphere is great from start to finish.
Yes.
The imagery, the fucking score is again one of the best scores I've heard in a long, long time. And
the effects are fucking incredible.
The body horror effects when you head exploding aside, yes, that's great. But the rest of the effects
are fantastic.
Throughout the film
notch.
is great. Especially the end battle, as goofy as it is, with literally just two grown men kind of just twitching and making weird noises.
You're kind of down with it.
You're down with it because of the imagery of like Vale's veins popping out of his body, or his face ripping apart, or Revok's face ripping apart, and him, and it slowly gets more disgusting.
Yeah, as it goes on, the further it goes.
Like by the end of it, right before Vale catches fire, his face is hamburger meat.
Well, because he literally puts his hand up and starts ripping at his own flesh off his face. It's fucking fantastic.
So I'm giving it 8 head explosions out of 10. Again, I mean, maybe it's because I'm in the mindset of just like, I'm still fucking PO'd about last week's movie. To watch a movie that's halfway decent gets even more of a higher score.
Sure.
Because I'm like, oh, it's a great movie. But it's mostly, I'll be honest with you, it's the score. Again, I can't get over how fucking, because it's throughout the entire film, it's the same kind of like hard synth.
It has reminiscence of the original Terminator.
Yeah.
In that same vein, if you know what that is like, that's basically what I'm talking about. I will give it 7. He's a scanners out of 10, just because again, it's a really good movie. I'm not as mad at Attack of the Killer Tomatoes to give this an 8. But it's still a fantastic film.
I'm also giving it a good score because, again, it's Cronenberg. This is one of his best movies.
Yeah, although most people consider it his weakest, which is hilarious.
Which is weird.
I'm like, you've seen Crash, right?
I mean, yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah.
I think it's considered weakest because it's simple in a way.
Yeah.
Like, as complicated as it is, just trying to explain what a scanner is throughout the film and their powers. It's more of a other than the explanation of what a scanner is. It's more of a simple story.
It really is. I mean, it does the film definitely.
Plus the acting in this movie compared to like his other films.
The film definitely relies on the powers of scannings being like the penultimate MacGuffin of like, we can't figure out how to get out of this. Oh, fucking scanners can do it.
Yeah.
Which
when in doubt, scanners can do it.
Which is it's very much ever present and used somewhat sparingly by Cronenberg. As the sequels go further, they just use it like crazy.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, they do streamline the powers in the sequels, but it's still very much how scanners can do it.
Yeah.
Or the new ephemeral can do it. It's very interesting, but we'll get there someday as we check out those terrible sequels. But
as far as MVPs are concerned, it's Revok.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Ironside.
You have Michael Ironside in your movie, chances are he's one of those actors that we're going to cover on a lot of shows, and he's like a Max von Sydow, or John Witherspoon, where these character actors, because you're a character actor, you can just drop right into a character and become that person.
Yeah, and
it's not fucking. Yeah, Tom Cruise is, what I mean?
Like you're not looking at him
see
going,
the face.
I mean,
you get it.
We're still looking at it like, okay, that's Michael Ironside, but at the same time, he still becomes a character.
Yeah.
Right? Like a lot of these people, a lot of actors, like big name actors can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But he absolutely can, and Michael Ironside is just fucking awesome. And when you watch the movie, you'll agree. I can't imagine you would look at it and go, he's all right. Like, no, he's fucking fantastic.
So, what's probably not going to be fantastic?
I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this one.
I'll be honest with you, I've never seen this movie either.
Oh, fuck me. Really? You picked this and you've never seen... Oh, Jesus Christ. We're looking at another Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, I can almost tell.
Maybe. It's a potential. Again, we promise the not so best, and in the next couple of weeks or months, we might present the truly not so best.
Yeah.
So, next Tuesday
Yeah.
is